Today, I'm going to talk all about reselling, the reselling life. I get asked questions all the time, and I just figured I'd put it in a chatty format so that you can work while I'm talking because I love YouTubers who do that. And some days I can't do a lot, so I sit here and work, but I figured while I'm sitting here and working, why not sit here and talk to you? So my name is Marion, and I am Attire and Beyond all over social media, and I owned a retail store until the end of 2021. I am a fashion reseller who's now also selling vintage jewelry and vintage items that I love. And I sell on Poshmark, and I sell things that people get rid of for a profit. How fun is that? So if you're interested in just knowing a little bit about my experience throughout the last few years, whether that has to do with what has to be done, how much has to be done, money that comes in, money that doesn't come in, mostly Poshmark, but I'm just going to have a little conversation with you here. So let's start with when I started. So, and I'll make that brief because if you're someone who watches, welcome back. I know you've heard this before, but maybe you haven't heard it in a while. I started out of my own closet, and then I forgot about it. I would have made sales, but didn't. And few years later, I decided, I saw it on TV. I think I saw an ad for Poshmark. And I decided, oh, let me do that. Let me just try selling my clothes again. Blah, blah, blah. P.S. I'm in a store one day buying my items that I love getting for 90% off, 75% off. You know, after holiday items, they start at 50% off, then they go to 70, 75, then they go to 90. I'm all about that. And I used to just buy them. Even if I didn't need them, I'd buy them for other people. I'd buy them for next year's gifts, whatever. So one day when I was in a store, I was like, wow, that's it. I love doing this. I tell everybody to do what they love. Let's do this. Okay, that's the fast version. So here I am. I'm a reseller now for a few years with the retail store in between, but also reselling online. And right now I am doing Facebook Lives, though I haven't done any in a little while because you really have to stand more for that. And I do the silent Poshmark Lives. I've done a couple of Poshmark Lives, more than a couple, 10 or 11. And I also sell on Poshmark and send into the Real. My daily life it consists of, in a few different schedules on different days, but this is what it basically consists of. One day can consist of taking pictures, and I'm looking around because right now I have jewelry, vintage jewelry mostly, sitting on the table, and I've taken pictures of half of them already this morning because with that I don't even have to stand or anything, and I'm doing it right on my living room table. And then I am using a background remover to take out the backgrounds. So one day when I have two cameras going, I can show you exactly what I do, but right now I could just tell you. So I will do that. Then I'll go in and take out the backgrounds, and then I will put them into drafts. If that is my day that I'm doing that, sometime throughout the day, maybe right then and there, I will get out 10 of them because I'm part of a listing accountability challenge. So I'll get out 10 of them, and then I'll get out 10 relists. Now, I do that every day right now. I didn't used to do it every day. I'm doing it now every single day. At least 10 listings that are new. And I say every single day, but I have to break in on that in a minute. And then at least 10 relists. Now, I have 1,700 items in my closet right now. And if you've seen me before, you know that there are things that I had for the retail store that really aren't selling great online. And I'm going to be, and am getting bundles together to sell them on eBay, whether by size or whatever. Now, I had a side note there, and the side note was I don't do that every single day, so let me not say it that way. The last 3 days, I decided I was going to go through my inventory because I could. I was feeling better. So what I did was, if you watch the inventory video yesterday, you'll see I'm just going through inventory, making sure everything that's in the bins is online, because somehow things disappear. Let me tell you, don't think you're crazy. Things disappear. And sometimes when I get returns back, which is rare because I really don't take returns on Poshmark because I never get asked, but only if it's for something that I know, oh, that was my fault. Like I had size 6 shoes, and when they get them, they're flopping around because they're 8s. You know, that's my fault. But nevertheless, or a color didn't come out exact in the picture. Those things I just throw somewhere. In a bin, maybe, maybe not, but eventually they get in there so that they're not everywhere else. And so I have things in my bins that are not listed or are listed and don't have bin numbers. So I've been working on that for 3 days, not today. Can't do it today. For any of you who are new out there, I do have chronic illness, and I won't get into all that. You can see it in other videos, but some days I can't do as much. And I tell you, I had 3 days where I could do all that inventory, and that's good for me. So today I am so freaking tired that I feel like I'm glued to the couch. You ever feel like that? Like I just want to sit here. The great thing is I can do Poshmark and everything else on the couch. So that's what makes reselling so great for me. Even pictures. I take pictures on the couch because if I set up the light that I'm using right now for this, right over the couch, it takes great pictures. So I find a way. But even if I didn't have my chronic illness, every day, right now, I'm getting 10 items on a day, 10 relists on a day, but I get more than 10 relists. Now, over the past 3 days, it was different. Those days, pull out bins, go through them, see what's not on one pile, see what is on one pile, and then make sure everything is in that's in this bin. If not, it goes in a not online. I put NOL on my boxes, not online pile. But when I say pile, it goes into a bin. I'm not here. I'm going to show you this NOL. Here you go. This one's heavy, so, but let's see if I can get it. Oh, I can't. All right. That's all right. I will pick it up. So you see this NOL? I know you see it backwards. So it has lots. It's too heavy for me to really pick up and show it to you. I don't want to move the camera because my camera stand is broken and I have it just right. So I'll write NOL and that's where they'll go. And I will know that I then have to put those online. That is my money bin, I'm going to call it. Money pile. So there are days where I'll do that. And then I get about, one day I think I had 104 relistings. I probably have been doing like 80 to 100 for those 3 days. So in those 3 days, I got somewhere in between 240 and 300 relisted. In between that, I might have gotten 5 new ones, but I'm back to the new ones today because I'm sitting. And when you're a reseller, and I'm saying this for people who aren't, who are just starting, or who don't have a lot of bins and are unaware, it's a lot of work. Don't think that it's easy. Don't think that, woohoo, this is great. It's easy. I'm home all day. I could do this. I could do that. You are working. You're working, honey. No, you're working. I work more than I worked when I worked out there in corporate or little businesses. Because number one, it's your own business. And number two, you have to learn. This business took me 2.5 years of a learning curve. And let's just talk about money a little bit, because I never really discussed that, because I'm no big seller. I'm learning as I go along, teaching as I go along, and having a good time doing it. So with the money, there is never a constant flow. Now, maybe for some people there is. Like, I know really big resellers who have warehouses, stores, etc. They have a flow. I know people who have people working for them, they have a flow. But as a reseller, just my own experience and my own opinion, you can make the flow go better, you can make the flow go worse, and sometimes it just goes there by itself. Algorithm, that's the word I hear all the time. And so the money will ebb and flow. Is that a good way to say it? I do not make a tremendous amount of money at all. However, I'm getting better and better. And I'd like to keep getting better. And that's why I keep doing more and more. So just know that sometimes you do have to keep doing more and more to get better as a reseller. And I know some people who, even when they do more and more, it doesn't matter. You really, a couple of things I would say: keep up on the trends. Find something that you love doing. If you don't have a lot of space, get jewelry. I started doing the vintage jewelry. I love it. So, but here's what I find. I find that make sure, if you do have things like jewelry and little things, you have a way to pack them, and you have a quick way to get to them. Especially the ceramic type things. I wrap them and then I have to look in each one that's in that box. Now I'm writing it on there. You know, this is the cream color tray, whatever. Oneida, Lennox, whatever. And this way I don't have to look in the bags. Make your time, make it more efficient. Make your day more efficient, more effective. It could be diversified, but just more efficient and effective. And we'll talk about that on another video. So let me know what you want to hear about. Let me know what you think of these chatty videos, and if they help you out a little bit to maybe get some work done. And that's it for today, my dears. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for watching me. Hey, SB. And I will see you soon. I'm going to do more videos in March. I held back a little bit in February. Maybe I only did 15 instead of 30. I'm going to do a little bit more in March, especially when I have to sit here. And I'll see you soon. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe if you'd like, and hit that bell so that you get notifications whenever I'm doing a video like this. And I also do hauls, tips, tricks, etc. Thrift with me. And I'm getting into more and more little things. I do unboxings, unbaggings. So, see you soon!